Okay, so today I wanted to talk to you about my March favourites. I am filming this the same day that I filmed my other video, so excuse the same outfit, but this will probably come up a couple of days after that video, just to space out the videos a little bit. I do want to just quickly point out that most of my favourites are brushes, and most of them, well, all of them are essentially from the same company. Now, I don't want you guys to think that I'm biased because, you know, they're from the same company or whatever, if I'm getting paid. I'm not. They did send it to me for free, but I am seriously just blown away by them, and I honestly wouldn't include them in my favorites if I didn't like them. So they have legitimately been the only brushes I've been using this month. So, you know, just saying. With that said, let me just get onto them. So my favorite brushes this month, the Vortex collection, the Sedonalace Vortex collection, designed by Makeup by Revlon, has been my go-to brush set. Like, they are just so good. I cannot stop using them. I can't bring myself to stop using them because they're so easy to use. They make applying makeup so fast, so quick, and you know, they have seriously been my favorite brushes to use this month. So I'm just going to show you my absolute favorites from the collection. So these have been my favorite brushes from the collection. As you guys know, this was a favorite of mine. I think I mentioned it. I have a review on the whole brush set if you want to check it out down below. But this was a favorite of mine, and I have been using this for my entire face. I have been using this to apply my full face, not foundation, but like contour, bronzer, blush, highlight. This one brush. If I'm too lazy to get other brushes, I'm in a rush, I just want to use one brush to apply my whole face, I'll use this. It's so useful. It can do absolutely anything and everything. I highly recommend this brush. It's so good. And then these brushes have been my go-to for this month as well. So this is the concealer brush or blending brush. It's synthetic blender brush, so you can use it to blend out your eyeshadow on your lids, or you can use it like what I've been doing, which is to apply concealer down here. And recently I've been using it to apply foundation all over my face before I blend it out. So very useful. It's a multi-purpose brush. I have two of these already that I purchased on my own, so I really like this brush. Yeah, just good all-round brush. And then these three other brushes have also been a staple in my, you know, everyday use. This is actually the concealer brush, and I use this as a you know, flat shader brush to apply my all over the lid colors. I find that synthetic brushes are really good for packing on lid colors. It applies colors to the lid very well. It doesn't, you know, it really intensifies the color. It almost looks like it's foiled rather than when you use like a fluffier, you know, sable hair brush to apply it. It doesn't, it's a bit more sheer. So really like this for packing on color. And the two blending brushes that I love using on the eye are these two. This is like the 217 Nude. On its own is a multi-purpose brush. You can use it to apply color lightly, like a light wash of color, or you can use it to blend out colors, which I do in the crease. And this is the brush that I have. It's my new favorite eye brush actually, because the tip of it is so specific and it's so pointed that when you apply color to the tip there and then apply it to your lid, it literally makes a line, and it's just so specific. Where you touch, it will apply and deposit color, and then you can use this to apply to the lower lash line. And you think that because it's a blending brush that it will go all over the place, but it doesn't, because the tip is really quite specific and very stiff, so that when you you know, when you just want to apply a thin line, you can do that with this, like to smudge out some color underneath. This is really good for that. So pleasantly surprised by this brush. Didn't think I'd like it as much as I do now. And yeah, those are my favorite brushes from the Vortex collection. Highly recommend this collection. Cannot say enough good things about it. And then a new favorite of mine is this brush set. It's their newest, you know, it's the newest brush set that they've come out with, and it looks familiar, right? Like, apart from this, these three brushes look like the Sigmax brushes, but let me tell you that they are absolutely not the same. Apart from the visual appearance of them, like, you know, the shape, completely different. The density is not as, well, it's not as dense as the Sigmax brushes, to be, you know, to be quite blunt, but that doesn't mean that they're any worse. Like, that doesn't mean that they're not as good, because I actually prefer these brushes over the Sigmax brushes. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I don't actually use the Sigmax brushes very often. I don't use the F80 very often. I don't use the F82 very often, which is what I have. So these two brushes, as you can see, I barely use the F82. It's still like clean. I've used it like a couple of times and just haven't used it since. And then I occasionally use this, but not very often. I just find them too dense that when I apply it on my face, I feel like I'm pulling on my face. I don't know, and they're so hard to wash. Well, these two, to be honest, I don't care too much for, but these two I absolutely love. I love this for applying on foundation. The density of this is similar to the F82, but it's a round top. I don't know. I like this. I really do. It's really good. It's not as dense as the 82, but it's softer, and it's just, I really like it. And then this is a recent love. I really have been liking this for applying blush. It applies blush so well. I find that if I use this applied blush, my blush actually stays on a lot longer. I don't know. I just find that it applies it very nicely and really, I don't know, really blends it into your skin or the foundation, so that it just stays for a lot longer. So yeah, I really like these. Definitely check it out. You can buy them separately, so if you just want to try one, I suggest this one for a good foundation brush. Otherwise, you know, try this maybe. If you have the F82 or F80, you can still check them out. But if you're completely satisfied, there's probably no point, you know, for you to buy more of these types of brushes. But I myself, I love brushes, so I will definitely continue to buy brushes regardless of what I already have. And then some actual beauty product favorites now. I have been loving the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Primer. This is just actually a dimethicone based primer, so it's similar to the Smashbox Photo Finish or the Monostat gel that a lot of people use as a primer. It's similar to the e.l.f. primer, but not as greasy, I find, and it really just mattifies the skin and fills in any fine lines or pores, so it just provides a very smooth surface to apply foundation. And I cannot rave about this enough, because it's only $15–16 and it's a dimethicone based primer. Like, I have never seen, well, I haven't found a drugstore primer here in Australia yet. I do have the L'Oreal Resurfacing Primer, which again is also dimethicone based, but this is like $35 for what, 15 mils, and this is $25 for $15–16. So definitely check it out. Maybelline has had this for ages, but I've never looked into it until recently, because I thought it'd be more of a cream based primer like the Rimmel Fix and Perfect or something. Not like, that's good, but I do like silicone based primer for nighttime, not necessarily every day, but for nighttime to just make your face look flawless. Highly recommend this. So that's that. And then I've also been using their Instant Age Rewind Eraser Treatment makeup recently. This is the foundation from the Instant Age Rewind range, and I have mine in 320 Honey, and I really like the texture of this. It feels like a serum, so when you apply it all over your face, you feel like you're just applying lotion or a serum, and it's pretty good coverage. Longevity isn't as good. You definitely have to set this with a powder to last longer, but it's just easy makeup. Like, it's really easy foundation. I apply this with a sponge. I blend it out with my fingers, and that's it. It's so blendable, and it's really just one of those on-the-go kind of foundations that you can use, and you don't have to worry about, you know, streaking or it not blending out and stuff like that. The coverage is alright as well, but it's not that good. It's not full coverage. It's definitely like light to medium. But what I've been using lately is to cover it up are these Revlon Photoready concealers, which is another favorite of mine for this month. I have it in 003 light medium and 005 medium deep. The medium deep I like to use for scars on my face, just to increase the coverage rather than applying another layer of foundation. And then the light medium I like for under the eyes. So I really like these. They're very, very blendable. They don't tug on your skin at all. They don't cake. They're full coverage, and they're in a stick, so it's very easy to use. It's not messy. Cannot rave about these enough. Highly recommend them. And then my final favorite product, finally, is the Benefit Creaseless Cream Eyeshadow Liners in Gabby. Marry Up. No, Marry Up. It's just a bronze it's a bronze, it's a copper bronze color right there. And it's just gorgeous. I absolutely love this. I use it every day, just as a base or even on its own, and then liner, and you're good to go. One of those things that you can just use when you're in a rush, and it's different when you put it on the lid and put it in the crease. So one of those ones where it looks like you've done a full eye look, but you're really just using one product. So highly recommend them. And this has got me addicted to the creaseless cream eyeshadows from Benefit. I absolutely adore them. I have 3 now, and I need to get my hands on more. Love them more than the MAC Paint Pots. I don't like them. They crease, and then the texture isn't as finely milled and as creamy as these. So if you love cream eyeshadows, highly recommend the Benefit ones. So that's it for my March favorites. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm so sorry it's delayed, and yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Mwah.